So part A, write down the equation of the axis of symmetry of the graph. Now, write down is suggesting, and the fact that this is only worth 1 mark, that we don't really need to do anything. We could just read it off the graph. So what is the axis of symmetry? Well, the axis of symmetry is this here, and it's an x value. It's the x value of the turning point. So we know the x value of the turning point because the turning point, the maximum turning point, has coordinates 420. Therefore, the axis of symmetry is x equals 4. And that's an equation. Just make sure, put the equal sign in to make an equation. If you didn't know this, I hope you can see why it's the axis of symmetry, because it's the axis of symmetry on the x, so it cuts this parabola in half down there. So these could be, if this one was flipped over there, it would just overlap. It would completely fill that space. There would be no overlap over here. Hope that helps. So part B, state, which is indicating that we again don't really need to do very much, the values of a and b, and the equation of the parabola is in completed square form. Worth 1 mark, which again indicates that this doesn't take a lot of effort. So what you should be able to do now is, if we write down the completed square thing that's up here, when you complete the square, the completed square form, you can read the turning point off of completed square form. Hence, if we have the turning point, we can put that into completed square form, or we know what the values of a and b would be. It's kind of the opposite than most quadratic questions. So how do you find a? Well, the question to ask yourself is, given the x value, so we know that the x value is 4 of the we know the x value is 4. What number makes that bracket 0? So I'm going to write that bracket out here. So x plus a, and we know that x plus a is equal to 0. This is what you should do in your head. Or I mean, you could do it by the side if you really wanted to. So we know that x is 4. Why? Because the equation of the axis of symmetry is 4, and then up here is 4 as well. And they're just the same thing. So we know 4 plus a is equal to 0. So what's a? Well, guys, it's really simple. A is equal to -4. That's our answer. -4. Tick. So for part B represents the y coordinate of the turning point. So what is our y coordinate of the turning point? 20. And that's nice and easy because we know it's also positive, because no sign there means it's a positive. So b is equal to 20. Tick. And that's, you got those 2 marks.